Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're going to give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
What's up, guys? AW Aaron Warrior presenting you latest smack the wrestling and sports channels for all your wrestling and sports related content. And today we're going to talk about wrestling. It's all about wrestling, episode 105. For your new subscribers, this is a show I do weekly, recapping WWE, AEW, other wrestling news, if there is any. The shows, basically in the week. If you're new and you like what you see, please subscribe. Also, if you're new and current subscriber, smash the like button down below. And if you want, share this out on the social media platforms. I don't care which one you use, just share this out. And yes, like I said, this is the 105th episode of It's All About Wrestling. And it's going to be a busy show. I'm going to be here with DL. If you're wondering what Finbar is, if you're a recurring viewer, Finbar won't be around for a while. He'll be back in August, so no worries, guys. He's not gone forever. He'll be back in August. But we have DL here, and we're going to talk about what happened in wrestling this week. There's a reason why I purposely on Saturday kept stuff out, because I wanted to keep it for this show, like the main topic. I could easily talk about it on Saturday, but I decided to keep it for this show. And like I said, DL's here, so I'm gonna introduce to DL. So DL, welcome to 105th episode.
Yes, and I'm actually here on time. I'm happy to be here. A lot of stuff has happened in the wrestling world as of late. So, 105. I can't believe it's already been 105.
Yeah, well, I had some other episodes on my main channel. I just decided not to restart from scratch, from zero on this channel.
Oh, you cutting corners. Okay.
Yeah. I had like 50 episodes, I think, on my main channel. Like 50 episodes at least. So I did at least do 50 here. But like the main topic here, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about King in the Ring and Queen in the Ring. We're going to talk about who is advanced to the second round in the respective tournaments, and we're going to just have a prediction of our early favorites who's going to win the tournament. And then once we get to the prediction show, which will be next Thursday, I believe, we'll give our actual predictions on who we think is going to win once we know who the finals for the tournaments are. So this would be like our first prediction, and then prediction show, once we find out who was representing Raw or SmackDown, we'll give our actual predictions, because it could be different. It could be different on Thursday next week, depending on the results of tonight and Friday. And if let you know, there's some results that happened during the house shows, which is stupid. They're promoting this tournament, but they decided to have some of the matches on house shows, which is ridiculous.
It's like they thought, we're going to have enough time to put all these matches on Raw and SmackDown. It's like, are you sure? Because even looking at the tournament bracket, like the only way you're going to fit all these matches in is if there's no promos in between. Like it's all just tournament matches, which that's not how Raw and SmackDown rolls. So now this is one of those instances where maybe WWE needs a Rampage or something like that. Main event or something. Like they had, are they still doing main event? I don't know.
I don't know either. I think they're still doing a speed show. We're going to talk about the injury bug hits AEW again, and this has big implications because it was Eddie Kingston, and Eddie Kingston is going to represent Kenny Omega in the Anarchy and Arenas match to go against the Elite.
And Bryan Danielson and
Yeah. So an injury bug hits again. As you remember, DL brought up the list of names in the chat last week on Saturday, and I go about 10 minutes. And he did bring up all the names, because there's a huge list. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about AEW here, like because Finbar's not here. We're gonna talk about AEW. Will Ospreay, is he feeling homesick? Is he sick, or is anxiety? He kind of admitted to feeling anxiety on the road and stuff. Happens. We're going to talk about Becky Lynch. Contract. Is she leaving WWE? Because
Still
she
didn't
has
sign a
this-
contract.
Yeah.
And she's the women's world champion. What's going on right now?
And we're going to talk about the Edge or Adam Copeland's going to. Adam Copeland is going to face Malachi Black in a cage match for the TNT title, Double or Nothing. I think that's what and whatever else you want to talk about. So let's talk about the main topic. Okay, now this okay. Cody Rhodes, SmackDown, right? Comes out of SmackDown, and the GM Nick Aldis already announces who his next competitor is going to be for the title automatically. And there's Logan Paul's music. Logan Paul's music. Okay. And Logan Paul comes out, being all his cocky self. Logan Paul, everybody hates Logan Paul. I don't know how some people like him, but it's just whatever. He's just obnoxious. He's like, if anybody can be more annoying than Miz, it's Logan Paul.
That's why he works so well as a heel, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. And now, so they made so now it's going to be champion versus champion match at King and Queen tournament. Now, I had a feeling Cody Rhodes was going to take out Logan Paul at some point, but I don't know if I wanted to be title for title because I don't know if I want Cody to go after Intercontinental title because I fear if that's the case, Cody's going to lose that title, but not at some point this year. Like,
this is a horrible idea if this is a title for title match.
Yeah.
What are they thinking? Why? Why would you do this?
There's no way Cody loses this now, right? You can't have Cody lose to Logan Paul.
Well, no, that's obviously not going to happen.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like Logan's about to have SummerSlam in his hometown. Why would you have him lose the belt before then?
That's a good question. It's strange because to me, like, why not have Logan Paul lose the Intercontinental title to somebody else first, then do Logan versus Cody maybe at SummerSlam, do something like that. And then obviously,
Cody's probably going to be facing some bigger opponents at SummerSlam, if you smell what I'm cooking. But
maybe, yeah.
But like, I don't understand this. Like, Cody does not need both of the belts. I mean, sure, make him a Grand Slam champion, sure, but it's like this is too soon. This is too soon to be doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know what their mind's process is. I really hope that this ends in a DQ or no contest. So we don't have this. But it's just I don't know.
It's
because like you're not going to have a. I don't know. It's like you're not going to have. Well, you're still going to have a mid card on SmackDown. But what? I'm so confused by this decision. Why?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I agree with you because like all it does is set up for Cody. If he does win this match, it's all it sets up for Cody to lose in your title. I don't know if I want Cody to actually take a pin for anything for a while. Now.
No, he shouldn't be losing. He shouldn't be losing right now.
Yeah. No. Period. Doesn't matter what belt he has.
Right. So it's like, unless like this is an elaborate plan to unify the belts so he can get the Eagle belt that everyone wants, but it's like I don't know.
Yeah. Like, there's nobody else that you can have Logan Paul face for the U.S. title. But you have to make it Cody. Because Cody and Logan Paul is probably going to happen eventually. It's just.
I mean, I figure they did this because they needed
Saudi Arabia,
exactly. So
you need a title match, and no offense, Damian Priest is not exactly a sexy name compared to Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes for Saudi Arabia, right? A marquee match, even though he's the champion of Raw.
Does he even have a match? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, he doesn't. Nope. There's the both tournament finals, an Intercontinental title triple threat match, which I don't want Bronson Reed in. I don't think it's this story. It's really to me, it's Chad Gable's and Sami Zayn's story, not really Bronson Reed's.
True, but there is a one big elephant in the room, no pun intended, that Bronson beat Sami Zayn.
Yeah, it's possible. And then you
So
got
they
the
can get that out of the way.
and you got the Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan for the title, the women's
For
title
the
on Raw.
title.
And then you got
Yeah.
this match that was announced on SmackDown. And
And then the
I mean,
the
look,
two finals for the King and Queen of the Rings.
yeah. So right now, 5 matches. Yes, sounds 5 matches. Damian Priest does not have anybody anybody to face right now because I don't know if there's anybody on Raw right now. I mean, Jey Uso's in the tournament match, right? Tonight. He's in the tournament match tonight, and I think he's facing Gunther. No, Ilya Dragunov.
Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah.
Geez.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna give away Ilya and Gunter yet. So I think Jay's gonna win that.
Yes. Or they might, because like who else is Judgment Day feuding besides Jey Uso on Raw?
I mean, right now that's he's the only one right now.
Yeah.
Unless they do I honestly think they're going to leave Damien off the card for this.
I do too.
Because there's already 5 matches, and so they might run it back again at Clash at the Castle.
I do too.
Or Money in the Bank, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I think there's a very high possibility that he's not going to be wrestling on King and Queen in the Ring. I agree with you there because there's nothing that suggests that there's he has an adversary for that belt. It's more belt. Damon Priest, even though he's a champion, obviously has to face somebody for the title. But the story is more about what's going on with Judgment Day, right? Right,
Yeah.
like what's happening in Judgment Day. That's the story about what's happening in Judgment Day with Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Like, they're probably going to do eventually down the line Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. I can see that.
Yeah, that's probably going to happen down the road.
Even though we kind of got like 2 years ago for the U.S. title.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but now this is for the world title, man.
And Damian Priest has come a long way since that time. Finn Balor's always been kind of the same. Well, because they either push him or they don't push him. That tends to do with Finn Balor a lot.
Yeah, I think now that Triple H is fully in charge, he's going to build Balor up again. And I think he's going to beat Damien for the world title at some point. And who knows? They might try and bring back the Demon again.
Yeah. And I think the Demon's lost his last 2 matches, and the Woman Reigns match really killed the Demon's momentum. How Finn Balor lost that match on the turnbuckle with all the smoke, and then all of a sudden he fell. Something what the hell happened? Like, who stopped the turnbuckle? Remember that?
Yeah, unfortunately.
What the hell? This is a Demon, and all of a sudden a snap turnbuckle and took out the Demon. The rope collapse.
Yeah, I know. So once again, it's like Triple H is coming in here trying to fix the best he can what Vince McMahon has ruined.
Yeah.
And it's going to take a while. That's why we have not seen a Hell in a Cell match in a long time, because he wants to let that sit for a while.
He got rid of the pay-per-view because of that.
Exactly. Got rid of all the stipulation pay-per-views,
Yeah.
thank goodness. So when it does happen again, he's going to wait a good while, and when it happens again, it will feel special again.
Yeah.
Even though, yes, I know people are about to say, oh, but wait, Edge and Finn Balor and Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania 39, that was a Vince McMahon decision. I'm convinced that's the case. Yeah.
I think it made a little bit more sense there because Edge was, Edge in Judgment Day history. There it is, personal. Kind of made sense, right?
So,
but in the past, you just put even though all the feuds did end up in Hell in a Cell at one point, but some feuds did not need it. And we used to do that, right? Like,
Oh yeah, they just put him in
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell because that's the next pay-per-view and we need a match
Yeah.
there, so we'll put him in.
and
There.
they would do like 2 of them, right? Like they would do 2 of them, and
Yeah, one for men, one for the women.
yeah,
The women's ones are garbage. I'm sorry to say. There's never been a good women's Hell in a Cell match.
it hasn't really been one.
Yeah, there's Sasha Banks and
Is that the
Charlotte.
only one? They do another.
No,
Oh,
I
they
think-
did Becky, did they?
They did
do
Becky. Yeah, I forgot who she went against, but
Maybe that was against Sasha when Sasha came back and turned heel. Was that the
I
same?
think so. Probably. But yeah, and then of course the worst Hell in a Cell match of all time was Seth Rollins versus The Fiend. Absolutely awful, terrible. Killed the gimmick. Killed it.
That was bad.
Really bad.
How is there a knockout? A knockout in Hell in a
A
Cell?
referee stoppage in a
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell match. What?
Oh, you know, it was a pretty bad one too. Braun Strowman versus Roman, and all of a sudden Brock Lesnar comes back and takes out both of them, and all of a sudden the referee has to stop the match too.
Yeah, that was stupid too.
What the hell?
Really? I thought Hell in a Cell was no rules.
Make it
what is going
just. You know what? It should just be the last man standing matches.
Yeah, that's
Really?
what they want to do. Like,
Yeah.
what's the point of you doing this Hell in a Cell if there's going to be rules? Steel Cage don't have rules.
Steel Cage, yeah. Steel Cage, no rules.
War Games don't have rules.
Yeah. The only rule in War Games, I think you have to pin the guy inside the cage, right?
Right, but as far as like disqualifications, there is no
Yeah.
disqualifications in Hell in a
Yeah.
Cell.
That's why they bring in rapids in War. That's why in War Games you always see them outside the ring before they go in and try to bring in like a chair or something, or a garbage can, or a lid of a garbage can. Because you can.
So dumb. But
Look at-
so but yeah, so I think, as I said, like the Triple H is sitting on Hell in a Cell and using the Demon again. He's gonna sit on it until it's the right moment. Because I think the next time we see the Demon, he's gonna win. And I think that moment is when Finn and Damien eventually face off for the world title.
Yeah, I
This
think that's
finally be
eventually gonna
Finn's
happen.
moment.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, and I don't know what it does for Dominic and JD McDonough. And I think Rhea Ripley, when she comes back, she's gonna, because I think they're gonna turn Rhea face, and
Yeah.
when she comes back, she's gonna be, yeah, I'm done. You guys couldn't hold it without me, and you all. And
She's the most over thing in Judgment Day right now.
yeah.
Honestly, I think Dominic will be fine because you see him making some alliances with Legado del Fantasma.
You know what's happening? Yeah, he is. But you know what's? You see, he's making alliances with Legado del Fantasma. He is. But you know what's setting up? That's setting up Dominic and Ray to make up in the future.
Are you sure about that?
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen, right? It's gonna happen.
I don't see that happening for a while, like a long while. But I mean,
I just don't want to put on if they ever make up, I don't want them to put on a mask. No. Hey, Wizard, what's
no,
up?
please don't.
What's up?
What's up?
So,
Yeah, please. I do not want Damien to wear a mask. He does not need to wear a mask.
no.
No, I think Dom will wear. I think Dom wins King in the Ring, so he could be either King Dom or Rey Mysterio.
Dom is not in King in the Ring.
But
I
he
don't
should.
think that's possible.
No, he's not. I'm sorry.
But
No,
he'll definitely beat Rey for his mask at if they could do at a SummerSlam or something. But he's got his arm thing, so if they push it,
The thing is about that they make a big deal about the mask and how important it is to Ray. I'm like, I saw him take off the mask in WCW.
yeah, but WCW doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Not against the Rey Mysterio.
it didn't happen in WWE. It didn't happen.
It's not
It's
canon.
not canon.
It's not canon to the story.
But it's funny though, and I remember when they took off Juventud Guerrero's mask in WCW, And Jericho, it was against Jericho. I think Jericho beat him, and the stipulation was for him to take off the mask. And Jericho was just laughing at him, at Hugo Guerrero. Because he used to play like the mask in the Mexican heritage, luchador heritage, the mask are very important. But what the heel in WCW did, right? Because in the WCW, the cruiserweight division was mostly masked superstars, right? Because 90% of the cruiserweight division was Mexican, was Latino wrestlers, and Jericho used to be like, or Eddie Guerrero, even when he went heel, because Eddie Guerrero never wore a mask, right, in WCW. But when they made the Latino wrestlers take off the mask, there was a backstage segment where Eddie Guerrero had a bunch of Latino cruiserweights with masks. He didn't see the face, but he told them to take off the mask because he was with security, and he just he goes, ugh, oh, put the mask back on, because they used to make fun like, oh, they're hiding their ugly faces.
I mean, I do not think Eddie Guerrero is a handsome man. I'm saying right now.
No.
He does have a rugged look. It works for him though. But like, is he the most handsome person in professional wrestling? Absolutely not. Oh, speaking of that, Dom shaved that mustache off.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No.
He's transforming. He's transforming into a Latino, like.
He doesn't need more heat. He has the most heat of any heel
he
I've
can't
seen in
even
professional
talk.
wrestling.
But if you hate the mustache, the mustache makes you hate him just that much more.
No, he can never talk.
Him wearing the Rey Mysterio mask and calling himself Rey Mysterio will elevate it even more. It'll be like, won't even be able to get into the ring.
He can't even talk.
He's just gonna throw stuff at him when he gets into the arena.
He can't even talk.
He has the most heat. I argue the most heat I've seen in the history of professional wrestling. They're not letting him even talk.
No.
Like, you hear boos all throughout.
I haven't heard this heat since Roman Reigns when he defeated the Undertaker.
Oh yeah, the Raw after WrestleMania. He's like, "This is my yard now." Like yeah.
And he played it perfectly too with those simple words.
Yep.
They should have. Imagine if we got Tribal Chief back then.
Yeah. Oh, that should have been. That should have been it.
Awesome. That should have
been it. That should have been the turn right there. Honestly, that should have been the turn right there.
That was
Roman
it.
Reigns.
Yeah.
Right there. Right there. Razor, what are your thoughts on Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul, champion versus champion?
It's champion versus champion, but it's not belt for belt, right?
Well,
I don't know, because Cody keeps
is
saying.
It? Let me check.
Cody keeps saying on social media, he keeps teasing it's title for title. So I'm like, oh no.
Because if it's for both belts, then that's stupid. They shouldn't do it. And if it does happen, then it'll be double count out by like Bloodline or something.
I'm checking right now.
Please be.
But just champ for champ, just for the.
It does say champion versus champion match. I'm Wikipedia right now, so it may not be for belt for belt.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they say.
So
about
if that's the case, if it's just champion, they're versus champion, not belt for belt, I'm okay with it.
Or if it's just for Cody's title, because then just Cody will win and it won't matter. But yeah, if it's actually belt for belt, then no, that's bad. They shouldn't do it.
Find out at the contract signing, because they'll do a contract signing, I'm sure.
Well, no, I don't think. I would think that Logan Paul would want the title, the WWE Universal title. I think he would want that. Wouldn't he want that?
Yeah, but maybe you could argue that he doesn't want to lose his title. So if he's just like, well, I want to fight you for yours, I don't want to put mine on the line, kind of thing, so.
Yeah, make him a cowardly heel.
And Cody doesn't want the U.S. title, so.
I think he does though, because
that's the last title he needs until he's a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like that run that Seth had when he had both belts back in like
for a month,
15 or
Yeah,
like
Cena, yeah.
Like because I remember like during the Sting feud, Seth had both of his belts. That kind of worked. He made that kind of work, but
yeah, with Cena and Sting the same night.
But then it's like once you have him with both belts, then every single feud has to be kind of for both belts, because who's going to go for the lamer U.S. title? They're going to want the main title, and unless you unify it. But the U.S. title has the history, so it's like,
The only way I can see this working.
You went through all this effort to split the titles and split the rosters, only to unify titles again. Like, what? So
one way I can see this working, if they do put both titles on the line, Cody wins the U.S. title. Okay? Then, with the way the bloodline is shaping up, Solo Sikoa is taking a huge step, right? Taking a huge step. So he's getting a push, a major push. If you want to continue, go back to Cody versus Bloodline, maybe Solo Sikoa versus Cody for the U.S. title, and the only way and Solo takes the U.S. title from Cody, but not clean, shenanigans.
Yeah, it's the same problem of just like
there because like when he go after the undisputed championship too.
Yeah, it's the same problem. If he has both belts,
that's the thing.
Yeah. If he has both belts, it would have to be like a face, like a Sami Zayn type, like not Sami Zayn, because the Intercontinental Champion, but like a type like that that's just like a baby face that would be like, I'll fight you just for the other title, not for the main title kind of thing.
You know what?
Carmelo Hayes.
You know what? A little bit changed my idea there. If Solo does go for both belts, say Cody does win the U.S. title, he wants both belts but loses. When Reigns comes back, he gets pissed at Solo Sikoa for challenging Cody Rhodes because he wants the WWE title, WWE Undisputed Universal title back. He's pissed at Solo Sikoa because now I don't know if it's true. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not because of SmackDown. He did say this, Paul Heyman, that he's been talking to Roman Reigns.
He's clearly lying. He's clearly lying.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns will be mad about that. It's like, oh, you tribal chief now? Oh, I'm okay.
When is Roman Reigns going to come back? Do you guys think? Like, what?
Around SummerSlam.
July, because SummerSlam's early August.
I think because
August.
the tribal chief right now isn't Roman, and so I think they'll debut the new tribal chief first and have I think like Roman's getting just a long break.
Did you hear the reason why they're not debuting Jacob Fat too? Because they don't want him to overshadow Solo Sikoa.
Well, I would say you wouldn't want to overshadow like the Tonga brothers and let them kind of breathe for a bit before you bring in a third guy.
It's weird. It's weird.
Though Tama Tonga has charisma for days. If they actually let him talk, like that would be a problem. But
I read like isn't he like 2 years younger than like Randy Orton? Tama Tonga.
He's been around.
I think so, yeah. Because
he's in the King of the Ring tournament.
I didn't understand that. Why is he in the tournament?
Because he's actually a decent singles wrestler too. He's known mostly as a tag team wrestler, but I see him single wrestle.
But he just debuted in WWE. I think it would have made more sense if Solo was in the tournament. But
that's a good point.
I mean, yeah, sure, he did all this stuff in New Japan, but as you said, when you get into the WWE, that doesn't matter now. You're starting to ground up again.
I think it's because a lot of tag teams in New Japan, a lot of tag team wrestlers actually did a lot of solo matches in New Japan. They tend to do that.
It gives them a reason to wrestle. Yeah. We've seen Solo wrestle, put Tama Tonga. He doesn't have to win it, but get him matches.
So you want to look at the brackets? I got the brackets up here.
Yeah, let's look at the brackets. And like the women's one is just a wash for most of them.
Yeah, I know. So Jey Uso defeated Finn Balor on Raw last week. So he faced Ilya Dragunov in the quarterfinals. Okay, Gunther's gonna face Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston defeated Rey Mysterio last night Saturday at the Hell Show.
I would have liked to see that match too.
Yeah, me too. Gunther defeated Sheamus, obviously, right? Gunther defeated Sheamus, and because Sheamus tapped out because of his legs. I think he's coming back from that. Yeah. And obviously Dragunov defeated Ricochet as expected. Now we're gonna have Jey Uso versus Dragunov, Gunther versus Kingston. That's on the Raw side. SmackDown side, this is for the men's guys. Tama Tonga just destroyed Angelo Dawkins because Bobby Lashley pretty out of the injury. And it's good. This is, to me, it makes sense for him to take out Bobby Lashley because the way the storyline is going.
Tama beat Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, exactly my point. That's why it's a good replacement of Angelo Dawkins. And he's gonna face LA Knight, who defeated Santos Escobar against the Hell Show. Yeah. Right? Yeah. That's weird. I don't know why I have LA Knight on TV, but Randy Orton defeated AJ Styles. So AJ Styles lost 2 matches in a row. Good main event. The weird thing is Carmelo Hayes defeated Baron Corbin as expected. Baron Corbin's not going to win, but Baron Corbin is a face.
Is he a face?
Yeah, he kind of they had him and Braun turned face in NXT just by both being like jerks basically, and it was just like
it got him over as people started loving him as assholes, as jerks.
Yeah,
and he did high five a crowd coming down to the ring.
And his awful match against Gable Steveson helped too because they cheered for him in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now we're gonna So Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes, Tama Tonga versus LA Knight. Okay.
I think we all know how this is going to end. It's Randy Orton and Tama Tonga. Like
for sure. Yeah. Because they're involved in the feud.
Do they do Gunther Dragunov, or do they save it?
No, they are saving that. We probably won't see it till Bash in Berlin.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah. They're not going to give that away in live television. Gunther and Sheamus was one thing because they already did it at Clash at the Castle.
One of the best matches in the last 5 years, and it was like a 5-star match. If you
so then,
just like people that are thinking we'll get to the women's in a minute, but like just for all of you thinking that they're going to give away Jade and Bianca on live TV, no, they're not doing that. They are not doing that.
Is it going to be like Gunther Knight then, do you think, is the final?
I think it's Gunther and Randy.
Yeah.
Because I think Gunther's going to beat Jay. And then
it's definitely not going to be Tonga. I think Tonga's going to get screwed by Kevin Owens.
Unless there is another option, which I think is less likely, but I see them possibly going this route, and I hope they don't, because they should not be wasting King of the Ring on this. They could possibly have Jey Uso versus Tama for the finals.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
To build bloodline stuff. And I think that you should not be wasting the bloodline stuff. I mean, you shouldn't be wasting King of the Ring to build bloodline stuff.
That's a good idea. If they do Jey Uso Tama Tonga at King of the Ring, Jimmy Uso comes back and screws over Tama Tonga, and that's his brother win, his twin brother win, and Jey Uso is surprised and shocked because what's going to happen because this is all planning for the Usos to reunite, the brothers, the twin brothers.
Yes, that is true. Like what you're saying does make sense, but I would love to see Jay win King of the Ring. However, I don't think it's going to do much for him because they're not going to put the world title. They're not going to put the title on him. If you've seen his entrance at Backlash. He is so over right now.
Yeah.
Completely over. So it's like, if they did put the title on him tomorrow, I would be happy. But they're not going to put the title on him. So the King of the Ring stuff will be like a waste for him. Mm-hmm. Also, this will be their way to build up Gunther to be in the world title picture. If he does win
I think Gunther is basically, if I don't know if they're going to do King gimmick, but if anyone can at least kind of get a modicum in the King gimmick, it's Gunther.
King Gunther.
He can at least... He can do just like a version of it, just as he is with Ring General right now, and just have the crown.
It was Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's look at the women's. So Io Sky defeated Natalya last week, as expected. Shayna Baszler defeated Maxine Dupree because Zelina Vega's hurt, and Maxine Dupree, Maxine Dupree's not going to go anywhere. So
wait, Zelina Vega was hurt?
Yeah, that's why they put Maxine Dupree in.
Oh my!
Originally was with Shayna Baszler. Yeah.
Lyra Valkyrie everywhere.
Lyra Valkyrie in her debut defeated Dakota Kai. I thought it was a very solid match. Zoe Stark defeated Ivy Nile, and that's the Raw side. So tonight we're gonna get Io Sky versus Shayna Baszler, which I expect to be a good match because I remember them in
NXT.
NXT had good matches, right? Solid matches. I think there was a steel cage match between them, if I'm correct.
Yes, there was.
Okay.
Yes, let's get NXT Shayna Baszler and Io Shirai tonight, please.
Yeah. Lyra Valkyrie to take on Zoe Stark, and I think this will be a good match too. Now, next on SmackDown, Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill, and the way Piper Niven gave beating to Jade Cargill, I expect more of a beating from Nia Jax because Nia Jax is obviously higher on the card than Piper Niven is, the way they're using her. Because Jay Cargill, this was not a squash match. There was just like a 6-7 match where Jay Cargill was taking most of the beating.
Yeah, it was a pretty solid match.
I was surprised, DL. I was really surprised. I didn't think they would do that to Jay Cargill this early.
Well, I think it's because, I think she has something to prove because I think he hears the people out there being like, "Oh, she can't wrestle. She's still green in the ring." So I think she had a point to prove. So
no, not Jax. No,
we're finally getting payoff from the confrontation at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I think we get the Hogan Andre power slam in front of 600,000 screaming Jada maniacs.
No, I think the possible match that could steal this whole tournament, even the finals, is Tiffany Stratton versus Bianca Belair.
Oh, I think it's going to be really good. It's going to be really good.
And Tiffany beat Minchin. I don't like that name for Mia Yim. Just go back to
Mia. It's terrible.
What is that?
Awful. Mia Yim was perfectly fine.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't understand why they changed it.
They go Bianca Belair defeat Candice LeRae. So Tiffany Stratton versus Bianca Belair on SmackDown. Yeah, I don't know if they give away Bianca versus Jay Cargill free on SmackDown. Doesn't really.
No, that's a SummerSlam / WrestleMania match. They are not going to give it away on live TV.
So one of them has to lose, and it's not going to be Jay Cargill.
Wait, you think Tiffany is going to beat Bianca?
I wouldn't let Jay Cargill lose this.
Maybe it could be a disqualification or something because, I don't know because, I would protect Jade, but I do not believe Tiffany will beat Bianca. I don't believe. I
could see Tiffany winning the whole thing.
Oh my God! Oh, Creed
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Oh no, Creed Tiffany. Oh.
As far as who to give the Queen gimmick to, if they get the gimmick, Tiffany would work.
Creed, do you think she's going to beat Io?
I mean, never know. I mean, Tiffany's pretty good.
I don't know.
I think Tiffany's great, but it's just do you think they're going to be willing to let Tiffany go over Io and Bianca?
The only way that could work if King and Queen of the Ring gets you a push. Because last time they did nothing for Selena Vega and it did nothing for Xavier Woods. In fact, it made Xavier Woods look like a joke where a woman just beat him for the crown and destroyed it.
Yeah, I feel anyone besides Tiffany and Lyra and Zoe, I guess, but they're all kind of, you could put them in the main event.
Yeah.
Title scene tomorrow and no one would bat an eye, but Lyra, Tiffany, and Zoe need the push.
Only if it gives them a push. If it gives Lyra, Jade, and Tiffany a push. Because if it's just them to be King, Queen, and doesn't really give them a push, then Shayna Baszler, Io Sky could win it. Nia Jax could win it. Bianca could win it. But
yeah. Also, if you give the Queen gimmick to Shayna or Io, you're also shackling them with a gimmick that'll just probably
she's
not
the Queen
work.
of Spades.
Well, are we assuming that Triple H will do the same thing that Vince McMahon did with the King and Queen of the Ring?
I hope not.
That's the thing.
I want it to mean something.
Yeah, but the King and Queen gimmicks in general have always just, for the longest time, been kind of boring if the character doesn't have a mold they can kind of go to. Booker got it over. Regal got it over.
Bret Hart won it. Bret Hart was already over, but he was.
They
helped Owen Hart.
Getting the gimmick though, Owen had the gimmick I think for a time, right?
It helped him though, because it helped him.
Yeah.
Even Brock Lesnar got a title match after winning King in the Ring.
Well, when it's the title, I'm talking about the gimmick, getting the King, Sheamus. it didn't really matter.
Oh, Barrett, no,
Barrett kind of worked, but he didn't need it. Corbin, Woods,
King Corbin was
Vega.
awful.
Yeah, the King gimmick, you saddle them with it. If it doesn't fit their characters, Regal's was great because he was general manager and he was just ruling with an iron fist. King Regal, it was great.
Yeah, I agree with you. Booker T, when Booker T did, he got
Booker T became a complete. Booker T became a complete different character, and that's what helped him. It was if R-Truth won the title right now, it'd be or won King right now, it'd be oh my god, that would be he'd act all crazy, But otherwise,
I just say get rid of the gimmick, man. Just
that's what I'm saying.
Don't talk in a British accent. Don't talk in a British accent.
Yeah, Selena.
Yeah, if you have to give someone a gimmick, give it Stratton can handle it.
Queen Tiffany would be annoying as fuck, but people will cheer it out because they love Tiffany Stratton.
Queen Tippy time.
Yeah.
Queen Nia could also work just because she already has heat anyway, and her character's lame. So who cares?
Yeah.
She's actually my favorite to go over.
I could see you were talking about like Jade going over or not going over. I could see Jade beating Nia, but then Nia doing that thing where she does like the beat up post match, and then it's like, oh, she can't compete next week. Just take her out for a week, and then so you just slide in someone else, and
maybe
slide in someone who also could have just lost, like a Bianca, or something like that.
What do you think is the favorites to be in the final? I think I'm gonna pick Io Sky in the first for Raw.
Io versus
that's the thing. I gotta
Io and
I think it might be Io versus Bianca.
Yeah.
Now looking at it, it's like Nia Jax's not gonna go against the heel, so
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Io's the heel and Bianca's the face. Yeah, I can see that. That'll be a hell of a match. So I'd love to see that. Let's see what else is there. Okay, that's enough. We'll see after tonight. We'll see after tonight on the Raw side, and Friday we'll see after Friday, and then Monday we'll do the recap on who's in the semifinals for Raw and SmackDown, and then we'll give our actual predictions once. Wait a minute, semifinals? So, okay. So semifinals is next week.
Yeah.
So Thursday we'll do our actual predictions once we know who's in the finals. Next Thursday, not this Thursday. Next Thursday.
Right.
All right. So I stop screen. All right. So let's go. Eddie Kingston. Well, Eddie Kingston may be injured, and injured. Go ahead, Joe.
The injury bug is everywhere. It's everywhere. What is going on right now?
Oh yeah, there's a whole
wrestlers
list of
are dropping like flies. God.
There's a whole list.
It's been going on for at least like 4 or 5 years of just like constant injuries. Like everyone's working too hard, or they're exercising too hard, or they're not stretching, or something's going on.
But literally, Aaron probably will know better than I did. But just like, I have not seen this many wrestlers drop this year so fast.
Just quick.
It all started at the Royal Rumble. When CM Punk got injured, it just went downhill after that. Oh my God.
Seth Rollins too. Remember he got hurt with the Jinder Mahal match?
Oh, was that before? That was before the Rumble?
I think so. Was that before the Rumble? I think it was. Yeah, it was before the Rumble.
Oh yeah.
And obviously he wrestled through it till WrestleMania, but now he has to obviously rest up and heal up.
Freaking
right?
Steph, Punk, Kenny, Asuka,
Drew McIntyre,
Drew, Powerhouse Hobbs,
Bobby Lashley, Julia Hart.
Isn't Kevin
Zelina Vega
injured, or is he just written off?
Who?
Is Kevin Owens injured?
No,
he's okay
they just
for right now.
It disappeared.
Mm-hmm. From the AEW, Hobbs, Julia Hart, MJF is going to be out longer than expected.
Jimmy's injured, isn't he?
Is it a storyline injury or is it for real?
Well,
I think it's a storyline injury.
I just thought they disappeared to write off like the injury, like they do. Like he got beat up, and it's like, oh, he just has a thing, beat him up, and then
Sometimes they do that. I don't know with the Jimmy thing, but yeah, there's a whole list. Now, any Kingston's now.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, Rhea.
And look, injuries are bad no matter.
Dominic,
Injuries is bad no matter who's on the rosters. But these are high profile wrestlers that are hurt.
Yeah.
Like these are like the top wrestlers. Now it gives opportunity to the other ones that are not getting the same time, right? But still, if you think about ratings, stuff like that, popularity, it takes a bit of a hit. Not a bit of a hit, a lot of it. And no, look, sometimes some of the injured superstars appear on, like CM Punk's been appearing on Raw. Drew McIntyre has. So some of them were able to come to the shows. I mean, CM Punk's injury has nothing to do with his legs or anything. He was able to walk, so I can see why he's able to come to the shows. Same with Drew. But with Eddie Kingston, right? Because this is important because AEW, Kenny Omega live from the hospital bed. That's funny. I just find it funny you're making announcements from a hospital bed.
For the hospital bed.
announces that he still has control power, right? EVP power, that he's going to announce an Anarchy in the Arena match at Double or Nothing. That match basically needs to go all over the arena, beat the crap out of each other. So if they're in Vegas, just
Stadium Stampede, like
yeah. Just go to the casino. Use bash somebody into a slot machine or something. I don't know. Just use a casino. Okay?
And then it bursts a bunch of tokens out.
yeah.
Jackpot! But yeah, so they announced it. The Elite, obviously, Jack Perry, Kazuchika Okada, the Young Bucks, they're going to take on, obviously, the team of FTR. And at the end of the show, it was announced who was going to be the last two. Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson. Well, a week later, Eddie Kingston gets hurt. And his crush is up in the air. If he's able to compete. I mean, this match suits Eddie Kingston because, you know, the way Eddie Kingston is, this match suits him perfectly. But now they're going to have to replace him with somebody else. It's just because I'm actually looking forward to this match because I like these kind of matches in AEW.
I mean, sure, the Stadium Stampede matches are cool, but
Yeah.
I personally don't care for FTR and Eddie Kingston and Danielson to be in this match. Like, it just felt very random. I mean, the FTR stuff, I guess, kind of makes sense because, like, there's some animosity with the Bucks. But, like, why is Danielson in this match? Why is Kingston in this match?
Okay. Good point. Because last year, I guess Bryan Danielson was part of the Blackpool Combat Club. They were feuding with the Elite, Young Bucks, and Omega, Hangman. Remember that last year? Maybe it kind of makes sense there. And Kingston was on the side of the Elite. Kingston aligned himself to the Elite. Remember the John Moxley stuff? Part of that?
Yeah.
He was so. But if I had to replace Eddie Kingston, I'd bring John Moxley.
Screw it. Why don't we take out FTR, take out Kingston, have the whole Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite?
One problem, Peter Yuta has been out with a concussion, so we kind of forgot him in
the bloody hell, man. God.
Yeah. So that's why we haven't seen him on TV, because he's apparently has a concussion. And this has happened since January. So it's Cesaro, or Claudio, Bryan Danielson, and I don't know where John Moxley is right now.
I mean, he just had a New Japan World Championship match last week.
Oh, well, bring him back. And Bryan Danielson, the thing with Bryan Danielson is his story is about being able to last and not get hurt during a match. That's the story with him with Will Ospreay, right?
I guess so, yeah.
So just bring him. I mean, this match is, if it's not Kingston, bring the best guy. Bring in Moxley. This is suited for Moxley. This type of match, this is Moxley's wheelhouse.
Yeah, get Moxley, get Claudio, and sure, you could keep Kingston if he can't now because he's injured. But just like I don't know, it just felt very. Where's Hangman? Where's Hangman?
Yeah, they kicked him out too at Elite, didn't they?
Right. Like, why don't they bring him back?
Yeah, like seriously.
Well, I know. Apparently he is going through some personal issues, whatever it is. So I don't know if he's still dealing with that or not. But it's like, I would have brought him back because that makes the most sense. But
I think the Elite is going to win this match anyway. That's my
they're gonna win.
Yeah, they're probably gonna have a fifth member. I just feel like
a fifth member. Who would that be?
I don't know. Michael Nakazawa, the friend of Kenny Omega, turns out.
Nakazawa? Really?
That's his name?
Yes, Michael Nakazawa. Like,
Brendan Cutler?
First of all, Nakazawa hasn't been on television in months, maybe a year. Like,
that's a good point. I don't think I see him since the pandemic.
Well, what's the other guy that they're with? Brandon Cutler? Like, where's he been? Like, I don't know.
Brandon Cutler is like the Vincent of the Elite, the jobber of the Elite.
Yeah. I don't know, bruh. Like,
it looks like the
what about? Oh no, I'm sorry. Swerve's fighting Christian. I was about to say Swerve.
Yeah, and I was going to that. The embassy turned on Swerve.
Man, And that didn't shock me one bit.
Nope.
The moment they came to the ring, I'm like, they're about to attack him. They're about to attack him. And sure enough, because that was like the biggest question mark, because like Swerve is full on babyface now, but the rest of them aren't, and they haven't been with him. They haven't been with him the past few
For a
weeks.
while, yeah.
So it's
I was
like,
questioning that. Yeah, I'm like, don't you have a faction too?
yeah, it's like you completely forgot about them. So of course they're not going to be with you. It's like,
Yeah. Didn't he beat the living shit out of them on Collision? If I'm correct.
yeah, they attempted to, but then Swerve beat.
Yeah. And
Uzo two
it's
guys.
not out of commission right now.
Yeah, did he get attacked?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, by the patriarch.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
All right. Oh, did you see the controversy about when you watched Dynamite last week? What's her name? Harley Cameron? Is that her name? Harley Cameron?
Who?
Harley Cameron, who faced Mariah May, who Paige managed, or Saraya, the girl that Saraya managed last week on Dynamite. Is that her name? Harley Cameron?
I think so. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. She used to, yeah. Do you see when Saraya went to the crowd and said, "This guy's a creep. This guy's a creep." Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, she hates the fans.
No. That apparently that fan had was harassing Sky Blue on Ring of Honor or something like that earlier.
Okay, yeah, I keep hearing stuff about Sky Blue. Like, what happened with Sky Blue? Everyone's talking about like
I prefer the fan during the Ring of Honor tapings. We're saying some stuff about Sky Blue because Sky Blue tends to with her outfit, her kind of shows a little bit of
showing
ass.
her assets.
Yes, and there's some people say, "Oh, it's Sky Blue's fault. It's Sky Blue's fault for having her outfit like that." Hey, it's the guy's fault for being a pervert. Control yourself.
Yeah, like
At the same time, I don't want to turn this into a political thing. But it's like, not all guys are are generous like that. There's some perverted guys out there, so you can't expect them to be like, oh, be more considerate. No.
Yeah.
Now I'm not making that excuse. That guy should like not be doing that at all, and should be kicked out of the arena for all I care.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nuts. Like, why are they targeting Sky Blue specifically? Because she's not the only one showing her ass. So it's like, I don't understand this. Why are they targeting her specifically?
Like Paige is right there. Like
Paige is showing so much of her cleavage, man.
Well, Paige showed a lot. I mean, it's leaked video, but still, like, there's a lot more Paige out there.
Have you seen WWE? Anna J, have you seen WWE? WWE women show a lot of her cleavage. A lot.
Dude, Naomi's ass is a weapon.
Yeah, that too. Like
Rhea gave a stink face to Nia, and then Shayna in another dark show wanted a stink face.
Most of the entire women wear in the wrestling.
Hey, Bailey,
it's the top part. And they show their belly button all the time. Like,
yeah, the midriffs everywhere.
Yeah. I mean,
but just keep it in your head. Like, don't try to get yourself over trying to do chants or anything.
Yeah. But yeah, whatever. That's
like I feel bad for Sky Blue. She should not be harassed, nor any of the female wrestlers. Like that should not be happening. She got stupid people out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, back in the day, wrestlers always used to get harassed by the crowd, not just sexual harassed or those comments. I mean, back in the day itself, with black wrestlers, they always used to come the N-word, stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, do you remember?
Goldust had F slurs thrown at him.
Oh, back in the day when Goldust came, he had the F slurs, the F words. Yeah, the F word. I'm not talking about UCK, the other F word refers to gay. Also, like, WWE in the mid '90s, they made it sound like being gay is wrong. The way they use Goldust, in the certain feuds, they were Piper and stuff. Like, Piper, I'll make a man out of you. You know,
Yeah, that's stuff.
stuff like that. Now you can't do that now, right? Obviously, right? You can't.
I mean, even though like
They do. They have done it. They have done it a little bit.
Yeah, I hate how PC we've gotten because like they're. I don't know. It's like stuff like that is like easy to make fun of. It's professional wrestling. You talk shit to each other. That's what happens.
It's still
Seth
doing
Rollins out here with his crazy outfits, and you don't want him to say anything about it.
Here's see wrestling. Some people think wrestling is a sport. I never seen wrestling. I don't treat wrestling as a sport. I treat it as a show.
I think I'm kind of half and half. There's like times where I look at it as kind of a sport, but then at half of the time I look at it as entertainment. But
like WWE shouldn't because I'm thinking like Seth Rollins, like imagine like Rock's in a promo with Seth Rollins, he calls him like a queer or something.
No, it was Roman.
Or something.
It was Roman.
But I'm saying like if he does that, and then it's just like, oh, that's WWE shouldn't do it. If it's AEW, they won't do it.
AEW does a lot more, right? Like, AEW is willing to go farther than WWE with the non-PC stuff.
Yeah, though they also have to be careful because they actually do have trans people on the
that's the
roster.
thing. That's
why
they won't kind of thing. Like who try to pitch someone misgendering Nyla Rose for heat or dead naming or something for heat.
Yeah,
good heat, but you can't do that kind of thing.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that.
Or
like what was that? Who was that other trans that was in AEW, but he left.
Sonny Kiss?
Yeah,
yes, Sonny Kiss. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah. Yeah. I guess with wrestling, like, I think I kind of agree with you, DL. It's like a show and a sport, but TV shows, movies, comedy, they can't say the PC stuff, right? They're still politically correct, but they still do the movies and TV shows because they're trying to say something, right? They're trying to get a point out, and they're trying to, right? That's the point, right? Right? The comedy shows back in the day, 70s, 80s, so the grassroots knows back. All in the Family, stuff like that. All in the Family. That was not them trying to assault minorities or others. That was just trying to give a lesson to people not to treat people this way. Mm-hmm. And right, that's all about. That's what entertainment's about when it comes to that stuff.
I mean, just with wrestling, it's just a different entity. I feel like it's not. You can compare it to a TV show, but it's not on the level of a TV show. Yeah. Where because these guys become their characters, they are the character at the end of the day. If Baron Corbin as a heel were to do something, like he got heat for hitting the end of days on Becky.
Yeah, he did.
It's like you can't. It's just because they're so ingrained to their character. Like you can have these like progressive actors play like racist slave owners in these historical movies. That's one thing. If you do like. It's just L.A. Knight played a Trump supporter in Mexico. Like he did do that.
It's the point of entertainment is trying to make people aware, right? Trying to make people aware, not trying to be racist or homophobic. It's just trying to make people aware that there's stuff out there that is wrong.
Yeah, like there was Triple H recovered from the Booker T feud. The people
the Nation, man,
shouldn't be world champion. Not even the Nation's like.
The Triple H has done a lot of racist things at WWE. The Booker T stuff, the Nation domination.
Yeah. And he recovered fine. He dropped F slurs too, and it was censored, but there's the uncensored version.
Yeah.
It's just I just feel like that just time in general is kind of moved on, that you don't.
It's just that people are too sensitive, right? People are too sensitive.
I think there are lines in general. Like there's just like Moxley's dropping F-bombs, on live TV, and they makes him pay a bunch of money. Should he be able to drop a slur? That's not for me to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like how wrestling has become sometimes too PC.
I know. It's like that's what professional wrestling's about. You're talking shit, and you're talking about how much you're gonna beat them up. Like, come on. That's
like, I feel like you can. There's like a high bar you can reach before you cross right over into that line. That like the bar gets pretty up there. Like Riddle and Rollins' feud, where he talked about, his wife divorced him and he took his kids, and that was pretty high up there.
Here's the thing. So maybe you should ask the opponent or whoever you're gonna do a feud with or you're gonna do a story with before you do it. Before you go out,
if it's cleared away by like everyone involved and like even advertisers or something. Like if it's a video, like on social media, that's one thing.
That's the word right there, man. You just said advertisers. It's about advertisers.
Yeah, like it's like someone drops the N-word on TV.
Oh, you're done. You're done.
It's done. Like no one's gonna want to market that. It's
Or you're done. Warner Bros. Would be pissed off. if AEW does that, or whoever.
Or like someone calls Seth Rollins gay. Or something. If they don't play it off as like a good thing, then the advertiser's gonna. Even then, they might lose stuff. So it's like you go as because WWE can do fake violence. Fake violence. So it's like advertisers kind of know. It's like, oh, Cody Rhodes is bloody. He's getting beaten up by The Rock. The Rock hasn't actually gone crazy. He's just playing this character. But those words are still words, so it's like those you can't, Yeah,
because some people want to create wrestling with realism, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I feel like WWE probably will never be able to be as violent as they used to because of all the sponsorships and stuff that support them.
A lot of people
Make-A-Wish Foundation and the was it the breast cancer awareness stuff?
Yeah.
All that
a lot of people think once it goes to Netflix, they're gonna turn up a bit on Netflix. I don't think
we're gonna get TV 14, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna change that much on Netflix because you're still sponsorship to go to.
Like Triple H has talked about like just if you go really hard, you just do it very rarely.
Yeah,
so The Rock Cody, like him beating up the Rain was so cool because you haven't seen that.
Yeah,
he's bloody. He's beating him up. It's the Rainy. Then
AEW's not like that. AEW does it like every week.
Like Moxley gets punched and he blades. It's like, come on. And he's like, well, the blood makes it cool. And he's like, no, it makes it
every
cool.
match. Yeah, he does it every match and doesn't need it. Like it's like that's ECW stuff, man. No,
so it's like I think WWE's finding the balance. I think they're gonna
with blood. To me, blood has to. If you're intentionally gonna bleed in a wrestling match, it has to mean something. It has to be right. Moxley doesn't do it. Moxley bleeds in every single match, right? I actually like accidental bleeding because it makes
accidental bleeding. The worst momentum killing moment was if it was WrestleMania, but Edge and Demon Balor in the cage.
Mm-hmm.
When he got that big cut on his head, but they stop the whole match to fix it. I'm like, no. Could you imagine how hard that would have went with the blood on the paint? He's beating up Edge. It would have looked awesome.
That would have been amazing.
They probably did not want. They probably didn't want it to happen. He probably did not want them to stop it.
I remember in NXT Takeover was it Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor, and Joe's head was cut open. It was bleeding all over his face, and the referee tried to wipe it down, and Joe wasn't having it.
No,
it was like, stop
it. Yeah, I remember that.
Another favorite was NXT Adam Cole versus Ciampa, the contract signing for that, and Adam Cole hits Ciampa with the mic, and it cut his forehead, and so he's bleeding.
It's not like boxing, right? It's not like boxing.
He picks up the contract, signs it. The crowd goes, "Use your blood." That's great. Grabbed his hand and wiped his. It was awesome.
It's not like boxing or UFC where you have a time limit in a round, and then you could go once that round is a time limit expired. You could go in your corner and they can do whatever it takes to get the blood out of your eyes or whatever. It's not like that in wrestling. Wrestling's like a real fight, man. In a real fight, they don't give you a break.
Yeah, this is combat sports at the end of the day. You get them not to bleed.
I mean, if you're in a real fight, hey. The Avengers versus Thanos, Endgame. Remember when Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor came out to confront Thanos. Okay, they have a fight for 2 or 3 minutes, and they decide, all four of them decide, let's take a break, and then for 2 minutes, and we'll fight again. No, that's not how it works.
Right. Oh, and let's not forget, like, one of the most iconic moments that made Becky Lynch the man.
Yeah.
When Nia Jax punched her in the
Yes!
face accidentally, and she was bleeding all over his face.
Austin, man! Austin! Stone Cold Steve
Like,
Austin at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Well, was that where he was in the sharpshooter with
Yes,
Bret Hart?
he passed out.
Bleeding on. Yep. And he didn't tap out or nothing. He was just
This
like
the
Passed out.
The imagery of somebody bleeding, especially on their face and blood gushing down, it's iconic. It's iconic. It's
Yeah.
like it can make you.
You just
Like-
you just gotta not use it so
Special.
often, and then
Yeah,
it's good.
yeah. That's what people criticize about Moxley because he does it like in every single match.
Yeah.
And
And if
Why?
it's too much, like, because sometimes they cut it, I think, in a certain way where it doesn't just pour. Like, it used to just pour. And maybe that was the medicine they were taking. So when it's pouring out, that can be kind of gross.
yeah, we don't need like.
I mean, sometimes it's
Just the classic mask, just the crimson mask, and then you're good.
and sometimes you don't hide the blading very well. You can see him clearly blade, like use the blade. at some
Yeah,
time.
especially the camera guy always zooms in on it.
It's bad. What else is there? Because we got 10 minutes, man, to the show.
Oh shoot! Already? Okay.
Yeah, because we're having good conversation. Will Ospreay maybe homesick, sick? I don't know. Feeling anxiety, maybe because he's traveling back and forth.
I mean, I think this was the better option for him between this and WWE because WWE he wouldn't be able to see him at all.
No, he
But-
wanted to stay in UK. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the reason he decided WWE. So Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black, double or nothing for the TNT title.
This is probably the
Next
most interesting, consistent storyline in AEW right now.
Barbwire steel cage. So there's gonna be a steel cage with Barbwire at the top. I'm gonna love this, man. Edge ever since he came to AEW, he's been doing a lot of these hardcore matches, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh,
Probably getting it off his bucket list before he knows he has to hang him up.
and the thing is, remember he left WWE in August. And he said he had nothing else to do in WWE. I kind of disagree with him. I thought there was more because the way WWE was going, I thought there was more for him to do.
Oh, he
Yeah,
thought so
especially
too, but
now.
WWE didn't think so.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
he
That's
wanted-
stupid.
He
Yeah.
wanted to win the belt. And WWE didn't want him to. I mean, I would have been fine with him being world heavyweight champion. You know, like he couldn't have beat
man.
Roman, but you know, he
Seth?
could have been world heavyweight, I think, easy.
Oh yeah.
He definitely would have been interesting if he faced off against Damian because he's the one that created Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Becky Lynch update may not have signed a contract extension. Where's that article? Where am I looking for?
Yeah, this one's kind of a question mark here because you give her the world title and she still hasn't signed a contract. Like, what is she waiting for?
Is she trying to is it giving her title is trying to make her give an incentive to sign the contract? Like here, we want you to sign with us, and you're
I
getting.
mean, we said that about Drew, and Drew won the title and signed, but he only held it for like a little bit. So
Yeah.
I guess so.
know.
So it's like, what?
But-
Is she going to wait till the last minute? Like, I don't know.
But she says they're talking. Expect it to expire in June.
Or she wants more money. I don't know.
Discussion. Well, pay her, man. Pay her the most. She deserves to be the highest paid superstar in WWE.
I think really she's just
wrestling.
gonna start working less. I could see that. So I could see just her contract.
Oh,
just being
man.
longer than it
yeah,
has
that
been.
makes sense.
Schedule the Pirates. You think she's gonna put Liv Morgan over? I think
she should.
Yeah, if this is I think this would be the perfect time to put Liv Morgan over because when they tried to do that with Wanda Rousey, it did not work.
No, it didn't. So this is the
And she
right
was
time.
champion.
Yep, and the storyline is perfect between this and the Rhea Ripley stuff. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Just give it to her. And honestly, Becky and Seth have done so much for the WWE. They deserve to take a good break.
Especially
Yeah.
Seth. Seth has been
Well,
so loyal to WWE,
And
ever
especially
since-
like they have the daughter, so you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
all
and they
that
bring
time
her.
on the road, all that time on the road,
and
you know.
she's probably close to she's probably getting close to like preschool and school ready, right?
Yeah, so they want to probably start giving her a solid foundation.
So they can't bring her on the road, like because they always used to bring her on the road, but she's getting probably like,
And she
she's
went
gonna be like-
hard for that long time. So
and she's gonna be like, her daughter is gonna be like 4 years old this year because I believe she gave birth to their daughter in December of 2020, so she'll be 4 in December this year. So that's obviously getting ready for school and stuff. and you can't bring her on the road if they went unless they can homeschool her. I mean, they have the money. They obviously could.
Yeah, but you need that. You need that kid being around other kids and all that.
Yeah, because you want her to have friends, people to be around friends. You don't want her to
And
grow
like
up.
I said, she went hard enough for a while. I think she'll take a break. She might do more creative stuff or something.
They'll probably have her for SummerSlam, and she wasn't. They didn't want her. She wasn't planning to come back in the first place, right?
Yeah, I think we were gonna get her just taking the break, taking the lesser contract, come back maybe for just little bits here and there.
Rhea Ripley, her injury was the reason why she came back, and I thought they're going to put the title on Liv Morgan in the Battle Royal, but not. They're going to have the title now. Liv Morgan's clearly, obviously, now turning heel based on last week.
What'd you think of her having Dominic's a bandana in her pocket?
Oh, I like that. I like that little sneak peek she did. I'm like, oh, you dastardly bastard.
Moving from Rhea Ripley to Liv Morgan to be in your next mommy is not a bad. It's not a bad downgrade.
It is perfect. Not only did I injure you, and I'm about to take your title, but I'm about to take your man as well.
It'd be great if she just forced her way into Judgment Day, like, and she's like just takes over Judgment Day.
If she goes goth like a little bit,
but just by like yelling at him, like, JD, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna beat whoever and you do it right now, and he's like, okay, and he like goes in.
Because Judgment Day,
Damien Priest is not gonna settle for that.
Yeah. Judgment Day is usually a group consists of punk walk fans, right? Like Damien Priest and Rhea Ripley are no big punk walk fans. You could tell the way they dress, the way they are, they're how they present themselves. And Finn Balor, I don't know, maybe a little bit. I don't know about them, but originally Judgment Day was perceived as punk walk fans. Even Edge, he was walk fan, right?
Yeah.
That's how they. Keep imagining
They have that alternative edgy look.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I don't know if I see Liv taking over Judgment Day because Damien Priest.
No, they'll break up Judgment Day soon enough anyway.
So we got tonight. I mentioned the king of the matches tonight in the tournament. Tonight we got Becky Lynch versus Dakota Kai.
For the first time ever, they read earlier.
Yeah. I guess they did face each other, but never in a singles match, I guess. Akira Tozawa facing Bronson Reed. Rest in peace to Akira Tozawa.
Yep.
And he's going to get yelled at, too.
Yep. Drew McIntyre is going to get he's appearing to open the match with a promo.
He's going to open the show.
I mean, I liking this CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, but I wonder when they're going to get to confrontational. I wonder how long they hold this off before.
Well, he hinted at it being in Scotland, right?
Oh, okay.
Clash at the Castle.
He said, like, if you make me go to Glasgow, I'm going to hide in a.
I just want them to get physical. That's all.
Yeah, I sent that to Finbar.
Because if they were cleared, they get physical already, right? They would be getting physical with each other right now.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see a match until SummerSlam. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, I hope they better keep it interesting all the way to SummerSlam. Don't you think?
Well, they could have a fight in Scotland,
because wrestling fans have short-term thinking, not long-term thinking anymore.
Like Drew could come out to cut a promo and do like a babyface pop and all that, a hometown pop, and then Punk's music hits. And then the crowd's all like, oh, and then they actually have their fight in Scotland, and then they have their match later.
Can you imagine?
What would be good if Drew gets a rematch with Damien for the world title, and then CM Punk costs him the match again, and then we get a draw.
Flew all the way to Scotland just to
screw Drew.
That'd be hilarious. But guys, it's about Raw time. Do you got anything to promote?
Well, I just finished talking about the modern Planet of the Apes films.
I haven't seen it yet, the new one. Have you?
Yeah, I just talked about all the modern ones. Yeah, I just saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and I reviewed it. So you can check out my review on my channel. Next thing coming up is a spoiler stream for X-Men 97. And then I'm going to talk about the Bad Boys films before Ride or Die. and talk about the Quiet Place before Quiet Place Day 1, and we're reluctantly doing Despicable Me before Despicable Me 4. So yeah, a lot of stuff coming out. Oh, Deadpool. Talk about the Deadpool movies before Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
a lot of stuff
Getting
coming
close.
out.
2 months. 2 months. 2 months away from Deadpool.
Heck yeah. So yeah, you want to hear my crazy takes on things? Check out my channel. It's I am the Owl.
A wizard.
Subscribe to Wizard of Wordplay. I just posted a video of me drawing Asuka, a fan art of her doing the classic Killing Joke Joker where he has his hands holding his hair and all that. But her in her clown makeup. It's what I've been wanting to do for a while.
All right. Are you on the stream later tonight, Tony? The Jackter stream?
Yeah, I should be.
You can do that watching Wall?
Yeah, I have Raw silently on one half of the screen, and then I have the StreamYard.
Nice. All right. For me, I'll probably do something maybe Thursday. Tomorrow on my main channel, I might do a Let's Talk Pop or talk pop culture stuff. You're all welcome, of course. Yeah, but like I said, Thursday I might do something wrestling related. If it's wrestling related, it's gonna be a little bit topics, a little bit, but not everything. Okay. If I decide to move it to Saturday, like I did this week, I'm gonna try to keep things purposely out, just for this show next week. But yeah, so check out Thursday. Next Monday, we're gonna do it all about wrestling, episode 106, recapping what happens in the week of wrestling, obviously. And the next Thursday, it's going to be a longer show because we got 2 premium live events on the same weekend.
Wait, what's the other one?
Double or Nothing next day.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do AEW, Double or Nothing, and King of the Ring premium live events prediction show for next Thursday. And then I think Forbidden Door is in June also. I don't know. Did they announce where Forbidden Door is this year? But yeah. And obviously for the Saudi Arabia show, I'm going to do a watch along. That's on 1 o'clock Saturday. I don't know. Next Saturday. But yeah, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Take care, guys.